Okay, you guys, I'm back, and today I've got another law of attraction demonstration video for you. But today we're going to do something a little bit different because this video is actually going to cover the actual science that's behind laws of attraction. A lot of people don't understand that, but there is an actual physics that dictates how and why law of attraction works, and we're going to do that. And then we're also going to use our little tool right here, because this little tool helps us see or translate from the unseen spiritual side of things, the guidance of law of attraction, and we can translate that into something that's visual that our eyes can see. So the first thing I want to do is let's talk about the basic physics. Now the physics are this. In quantum physics today, we understand that the mere study of an atom, which is a small element of energy, right? By the observer studying that atom, it actually causes a reaction in that atom and causes that atom to move. Now, this has also been shown again in the double slit experiment, which is pretty popular. And in that experiment, they show that they're shooting particles at a rapid pace of speed. The particles are going through the slit and they're staying on the same pattern. However, when they put an observer in the room, then the pattern, the particles start to go through different slots. You put another observer in the room, and then those particles start going through another slot. And this is all being affected just by the observer and what's happening. Now, this is just showing us how our minds control energy, even to the smallest, most minute level. Now, but there's one thing. Okay, when we're talking about energy in wave form, right, before it's a particular or anything, this is something we can't see. However, the laws of attraction is still working for us, even when we can't see that energy form. And there's a little tool which we're going to use again, and I'm going to explain this to you a little bit more here. This tool is actually used because it allows us again to see what we can't see on when energy is moving in that wavelength. Okay, so let's begin. Gave long enough of an explanation. Okay, so we're going to start right here, because the laws of attraction tells us whatever we put our attention to, we're going to get, right? Whatever we put our attention to, the universe starts to match us, so forth and so on. Okay, so let's do this. Now I've got our little rods in front of us. And let's say, okay, let me get my mind. Clear your mind, just take a deep breath and easy about it. Make sure you're holding them right and that your hands aren't touching anything, because you don't want to influence the movement. Now look at this. This is to show you we can't see this wave energy of our thought, but this tool is going to help us translate it. Now to give you an example, I'm going to talk about this cup over here to my right. That cup doesn't have anything. It's just, I don't know why, I don't like that cup. That cup is not it. You know, why that cup? I don't like that cup. Now I'm going to take my thought back to something neutral. Neutral, right? Now we're going to say, okay, I like that red ball. That red ball on top of that cup, that looks so nice. That makes the cup different from all of the rest of the cups, and that's just really what I like, okay? Now what's happening here is, because these are copper, they conduct electricity, energy, they're showing you which way you're projecting your thoughts, and that's just is what it is. Now, when you understand this, so law of attraction says whatever we put our thoughts to, we're going to get more. But let me show you how this is working on a much deeper level than most of us are even considering. Okay, so now we've got this. We're going to mix these up. I'm not trying to teach you or anything like that. That's not what this is about. This is about showing your particular power. So I'm just going to close my eyes and mix the cups up. Close my eyes and mix the cups up. Okay, now I want to keep them in field of view. I don't have enough range here in our camera, but here we go with our little cups. We got everything lined up evenly. Okay, so now we knew we wanted that red ball. We like the red ball. We've already put our attention on it, right? Now, sometimes those things we can't see. But when we put our attention on what we want, the universe is still going to guide us to it, even when we can't see it. Now, let me give you an example. Okay, these cups are here. Universe. I'm looking for the red ball. I want the red ball, universe. Guide me to the red ball. Where's the red ball, universe? Red ball, where's the red ball? Where's the red ball, universe? Okay, I'm going to go with the middle cup. They're pointing towards it, but the thing about this is because we're electromagnetic beings in an electromagnetic universe, you actually start to feel the pull of the universe when you're asking for something and your thoughts lined up with it. You get that pull in that direction. So I'm going to do this. So my thought is well, no, it's not even my thought. I can tell you right now. That red ball is going to be underneath that cup, but I'm going to demonstrate that to you here in just a moment. So now we've got that. So we've got the red ball. We're going to leave that up underneath the cup for a moment. I'm going to explain this tool to you. Now, this tool isn't something that's new. This tool is traced back all the way to the 16th century, Germany. Albert Einstein himself actually used this tool as well. As a matter of fact, there's a famous story where he's at a guest party and they're having his famous dinner party and those type of things. The guest comes out. She says she has a leak in her garden. Albert Einstein jumps up immediately. He makes himself some of these because it's easy to do. He makes these. He goes out to this garden and he finds the leak on the pond within a couple of minutes just by simply walking around and knowing it, what he wanted to find. And when you get over what you're looking for, these rods will cross. Now, the key is this. It's been used forever. It's still used today by major oil companies. Theoretical physicist himself, Albert Einstein, used it. There's one thing that all of those people had in common. And the one thing they have in common is they don't understand why it works. They know it does work. It's proven over and over, but they don't understand why. And what it is this laws of attraction. And we're taught, right? Wherever you put your thought, you're moving the energy. Now, the reason why these guys never figured it out, why they've been using this tool, is because they've used it from one side. They're always looking for what they want. And when you get over what you want, they're going to cross. They're going to show you what it is. And whether you're looking for oil, a leak in a pond, your lost keys in the house, these are going to guide you to it. And even if you can't see it when you get over it, they're going to cross. Now, again, everyone used it to find what they did want, right? All they had to do was just think about this for just a moment. Now, the rods are going towards what you want, but look at this. Let me get a neutral thought because we want them to come back to neutral. Neutral. I don't like the cup to the right. I don't want to find that cup to the right. I don't want to find the cup to the right. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't want to find the cup to the right. Now you see that the rods are still pointing towards the cups to the right. They were always using it to find what they did want, but all you have to do, again, look the other way and you will see that the rods aren't doing anything. They're just showing you where your energy is going and you're projecting your energy. Now, the fascinating part about that is this, is that when you project your energy towards something, the universe answers and the universe starts matching up with you right away. So when your energy starts going that way, the universe starts feeding us things that are lining up with what we're looking for. Now, we're going to take this a step further. So now we know you project your energy towards something, right? The universe starts to guide you, get you to where you're going. So now this is the thing, though. This shows you the power. This is a much greater power than we've used it for. Okay, so I know it pointed me towards the middle. Oh yeah, and they're pulling already to the middle by themselves because they know I'm thinking about that red ball. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a test, and I'm going to show you how powerful the universe is in other ways. Or the laws of attraction is in other ways. So let's go here. Universe. Ooh, no. Is that red ball here? They will cross for yes and they open for no. Is the red ball here, universe? Is the red ball here? Okay, so that's not that cup. We're going to go back to neutral. Oh boy, I know it's in the red cup because I'm telling you guys, you can feel this as it's happening, and that's the beauty of it. You start to feel this even when you're not using the rods, and that's how you tune yourself. But let's continue on. Okay, universe. Is the red ball underneath this cup? Nope. Okay, let's go back to neutral. Okay. Okay, universe. Is the red ball underneath this cup? I'm looking for the red ball, universe. Is the red ball underneath this cup? Guaranteed every single time. And you know, you have to adjust yourself because you start to feel it, and you can make your adjustments on this, but I knew that because that feeling that was so strong. Now, the thing about that is this is just a demonstration, but it's not a trick that has no value. It's actually showing you an extreme power, that how we can harness and get guidance from the universe on anything. Just like it gave us a yes or no here, even if you have a question about something, you put a piece of paper here, yes, and then you give it no, and you ask the universe, what should you do, and you go over it, they're going to do the same thing. They're going to point. When you get to, when your question is a yes, it's going to cross over. When it's a no, it's going to point you towards the no also. And that is exactly how powerful the universe is. Now, again, we're electromagnetic beings. It's an electromagnetic universe. It's like magnets. As soon as we project our attention towards something, right, that universe, it's automatically giving it to us. And it doesn't matter what it is. You can have a question on your finances, your love life, or whatever it is. We have the access to this immediate guidance. Now, we've seen the lost it because of our physical senses. We don't use this as much. But when you think about this, how does a butterfly get from a branch in Canada all the way back to the same branch in Mexico? How do the whales navigate the seas and the birds navigate the skies? They don't use maps. They're not using GPS. They're not using anything. It's all the guidance that they get from the universe, and as humans, we have the ability to do the same thing. So anyhow, now why is this important to you? Well, again, it's important because there is nothing more important and valuable in any of our lives than the ability to follow the guidance of universal, of source, of laws of attraction, whatever we want to call it. There's nothing that's more valuable to be able to hone in that and you use that power. Now, these rods, they just gave us a demonstration, but it's the understanding of our focus and the power that we have in our creation of our focus. When you see someone and they're giving you a demonstration of chi, and the gentleman or person they're focusing, and they will actually put the energy, and the paper will catch on fire. There will be flame. But why? Flame is just the energy, and we have the ability to project this energy and understand it. So anyway, this is just a little tool. It'll help us. It just gives us a guide. And the best part about it is everything that we just did here, once you've done it for a while and you get yourself tuned into it, you don't need the rods. You'll be able to feel that momentum of the universe, that guidance, and everything that you're looking for. Okay, you guys, so this is it for today. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel or whatever it is. But anyhow, most importantly, share this information. We're at a very unique time in history where the earth and everything else is around us is evolving, and it's time for our humanity. We have to evolve with it also, and that evolution is primarily has to do with our understanding of self. So if you would, click a button, share this with somebody else, and give us all an opportunity to get this and to expand together. All right, thank you guys very much, and I'll be coming out with another video for you shortly.